Hey everybody, Cajun Reviews for you coming straight at you again today. Today I want to talk to you about my Klein tape measures. So I have two, currently own two Klein tape measures. Both of them are the 16 foot in length, 16 feet in length. There's two differences between these tape measures, and I'm going to talk to y'all today about the differences in these tape measures. So this one is a magnetic one. This is the one I use for my job and carry with me on my job. I don't really carry it on my belt. I carry it in my tool bag because I don't really use a tape measure all that often. But anyway, so the reason why I wanted this specific one is because one, the end of this, I'll lock it open right here. The end of this tool right here is double hooked. So you could hook this on the bottom of, say, a piece of pipe or a piece of lumber or whatever, or an enclosure. You can hook this on the bottom. From the bottom, you can also hook it onto the top. So I thought that was pretty ingenious. Like a lot of times, I'll tend to work on measuring something, especially something that's overhead. It's helpful to hook it on the bottom, like use the top hook to hook it onto the bottom of something. And then if it's overhead like this, and look underneath here, it's also marked on the underside with the measurements too. So if you measure an overhead like this, you hook this underneath a box. Imagine there's a box right here on the wall. You hook this on the top hook. It's over your head like this, and you can look underneath here and see the measurements of what you're looking for. So I thought that was pretty nice, and actually it does help me out a lot. It does, of course, it does have the lock open, hold it open like that. It also has a little button on the bottom right here, the way you can just hold it open with your finger, just to hold it open like that. And that's very helpful too. Like if you're taking a quick measurement of something, you can use your finger to hold the tape open, just temporarily, and then you can use that to kind of stop it from closing so fast also too. See how it closes slow as opposed to when I let it go. I tend to not, if my tape measure are extended way out, I don't let the tips, I'll slow it down to not let this tip slam against the end of the tape measure right there when it closes, because eventually we'll break this tip off. The other thing about this is these are a little bit wider. The tape is a little bit wider than traditional tape measures, I think, and some of the other ones I have. So the numbers are bigger and easier to read. That's helpful for me. And also the quality of this steel, made the steel, whatever this is that makes up the tape measure itself. This is supposed to have a pretty good standout on it. So, I'm not going to go past about 3 feet. I mean, I'm going to be within 3 feet of anything I'm going to measure, but right now I'm going to the ceiling with this. Well, no, it's starting to fall over, but right now straight up stand out at 6 feet. So I can go, if you gotta go down easy, don't let it, don't drop it all of a sudden. But right now, the 6 feet is still standing out. So this has a greater standout than that, I think, but that's about enough for me. Okay, I'm gonna be within 6 feet of anything I'm trying to measure. Anyway, that's pretty helpful to me, because sometimes you need to reach over and grab and hook onto something to measure something. And I've had some other tape measures that'll flop over at 2 feet, because the steel is just too thin, it's too flexible, and just not very sturdy like this is. This is a nice little tool. It also has the little loop on the back side of here where you can put a little wrist lanyard or something so you can pass your wrist through it. And like that one right here. So right here I have a wrist lanyard. You could use this if you wanted to have a loop on your measure, on your tape measure. Pass this through here like that. Run this back through here, through the loop. Connect this back to this. And now you have a wrist lanyard on it. So make it easier not to drop it. You know, that's helpful too. Not that I use it, but it is helpful. So this is a 16-foot magnetic one, double hook. It has the belt clip on the back side. Pretty nice little tape measure. I like this tool. I use this and I trust this tool. So this one right here is also a 16-foot tape measure. You notice the size difference in the two. Number one, this tape measure right here is not magnetic. So you see, this one is not magnetic. It does not pick up the clip like this one does. See, it picks up the clip. So it's intended to, if you need to measure the inside of a metal box or something, to where this will automatically stick to the inside of the metal box, you know, magnetically, like that. So this one doesn't have this, doesn't have that. I primarily keep this little one around the house, primarily for measuring lumber. You know, if I'm cutting a piece of lumber, this is the perfect size for me to use. It has the lock open button on the front, of course. It is marked on the underside. See, it has the double hook, top and bottom hooks. I like that. It has the temporary hold open button on the bottom, just like the other one. And it's got a pretty good standout as well. This tape measure, this one is wider, but this one's got a pretty good standout as well. Like I said, you know, if I go to 3 feet, that's about enough for me. But right here, I'm at 5 feet. This is 6 feet right here, standing out. So I think that's pretty good. You know, I'm gonna be within 6 feet of anything I'm trying to measure. So I think that's pretty good. The only thing is, you know, hold it out like that, it doesn't retract automatically. So you gotta kind of feed it back in or angle it upright like that. And again, I try not to let my tape measure, let the end slam into the tape measure itself. So I slow them down like that, you know, to let it slide against there easily, because it will break these tips off sooner or later. But these are some pretty good tools. This magnetic one right here is about $24.98 at Lowe's. This one is a little bit heavier than this one. I would say probably 50% heavier. I don't have the a scale handy to weigh them, but I would say this one is 50% heavier than this one. The magnetic one's $24.98 at Lowe's. This is model number 9216. This one right here is $9.98 at Lowe's, and this is model number 9516. This is the non-magnetic version, double hook. I mean, whoever thought of that double hook idea is a genius, in my opinion. You know how many times I've used the old style tape measure underneath like this and had to do all this jazz, and you know, almost get on the ground and measure something underneath, and you know, that just doesn't work. But wanted to talk to y'all today about that and let y'all know about these tape measures. This is what I use. This is the one I keep in my tool bag for work, or actually my toolbox at work. These are pretty nice. You know, this is a quality tool in my opinion. So I wanted to talk to y'all today about let you know about this. I hope you found this video educational. Please like, follow, and share. If you have any questions, please send me a DM or post a comment in the video notes, and I will get back to you. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless. Bye.